Everyone, is Brandon again. Now, before I jump into this video, I want to first and foremost thank you all for helping my channel reach over 600 subscribers. I haven't been posting a lot of videos like this. I've been doing a lot of shorts lately. And if you've been following my shorts, you see that I've been posting a lot of blasts from the past. I've been predicting the high interest rate, the high inflation, the correction that needed to happen. And, you can see I know what I'm talking about. So, you can see that my channel is going to serve as a guideline for you to follow so that you can make better financial decisions. Also, if you're stopping by to my channel for the first time, please like, share, and subscribe to my content. So, let me jump into it. Well, before I give my predictions for what is going to happen with the stock market in 2023, first let's look at 2022. 2022 was a year of revelation for a lot of people. We see that our political leaders are evil, disgusting, and do not care about us. We see how they cover up fraud. We've seen the whole debacle with the whole FTX situation. Everything that is going on, the conflicts worldwide that are happening, right? America, and I want people to just use their brains and think real quick, because a lot of people watching this are not smart, so they'll just criticize because you're idiots. But America is sending weapons and all this money to Ukraine, right? And it's quote unquote to help them with the war. If you really want to help people, you ought to just tell them not to be a part of NATO. This is the whole issue. But because funneling guns and weapons to the Ukraine so they could use the tokens, use FTX to spend and put more money in y'all pockets, that's why y'all haven't done anything. If y'all truly want to help people, go help people in Ethiopia. Go help the wars that are going in the Middle East. But no, you guys are not going to help that because you're not profiting from it. And I hope people can see the disgust that is happening among our political leader. But most people are spineless and they're so caught up into what they believe that they're not going to do anything but just sit back and keep voting for idiots and assholes who do not care about us. Anyway, I just want to get that off my chest. Stock market predictions for 2023. So I've been talking about the coming correction. I've been talking about high interest rates. I've been talking about what is it? Inflation for the last 2 years, right? Now, the market as of now is deeply oversold. It is overly corrected, in my opinionated fact. What America is doing, they keep raising interest rates. And yes, that is making the dollar very strong. But the way the economy works is that everything is interconnected. And because the American dollar is so strong, it is going to cause bankruptcy in a lot of other countries. If countries are going bankrupt and they don't have enough resources to do business with America, then that is going to eventually affect the American economy. So what is going to happen is that we are going to see the dollar weaken significantly. It's not going to go down to all-time lows, but the dollar is going to come down. By the dollar coming down, we're going to see other sectors rise. Other countries are going to be in a better position, and the trade deficits and the supply chain issues are going to be fixed for the most part. So we're going to see demand supply and demand start having a little balance, right? That's what I see coming in 2023. The next thing I see happening is that they are going to have to lower interest rates. Now, if America I think they might do interest rates, probably 2, maybe 3 more, but 2 the most. 2 the most, maybe 3. And it will be small increments like 0.25. I don't think they're going to do a 0.5, 0.75. I think that's over with. So we might see 1 or 2 more interest rate hikes of about 0.25, maybe 3, right? And that is going to affect the housing market. So people are talking about this giant real estate crash that's about to happen. it is not going to happen. A giant real estate market crash is definitely not going to happen. The housing sector and the banking sector in America is on steroids. Like literally, it is too strong. So it's not going to crash, but prices are going to come down a little bit in the housing sector. All right. So it will be a perfect time for people who have cash to buy. But this 30% correction and 25% correction in the housing market that people are predicting, it's not going to happen. Number two, we're going to see unemployment rise. Some are saying unemployment is going to touch 5-6%. I don't think it's going to touch that high. I think it's going to touch in the 4s, which is a healthy unemployment rate for any thriving economy. Next thing is because this is the thing, right? Because I'm going over all of this first before I touch exactly what's going to happen in the market. Because usually stocks and companies match up to whatever is happening in the economy. But there's so many companies in the market that are performing extremely well. They're bringing in profit. They are actually profitable companies. Their balance sheets, their 10K, 8Ks, all that stuff looks perfectly fine. For example, some companies have no debt whatsoever and they own everything outright, yet they're trading way below their book value. Cash value is their market cap doesn't even make sense, right? So the market is emotional right now, and because we live in a world where algorithms is what's doing the trading, not humans, because it's biologically impossible for human beings to trade thousands of stocks during the day. Computers are buying, computers are selling, and emotions are programmed in the algorithm. So because the emotions are programmed in the algorithm, it is causing a vast overselling on the market. This is actually one of the greatest buying opportunities in history. If you have money, you should be deploying cash. And this is not financial advice. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. Deploying cash slowly in this economy. I mean in the stock market, because it is going to run up drastically, right? The next thing is that we are going to see, what's the word I'm looking for? A positive market. The stock market overall, amongst the three major indices, the NASDAQ, the S&P, and the Dow, they're going to return anywhere from 10 to 17% within 2023, which is a healthy return over time. So that means if it's returning 10 to 17% over in 2023, 10 to 17% in 2024, then, in 2024, maybe 2025, but within that 2 to 3 year span, the market is going to hit back its all-time high. So that's exactly what's going to happen, because the Fed pivot is coming. Q1 may be another disaster. It probably might be, but I think for the most part, we're going to enter what is called a channel-based market, where the market just trades flat. And I think that's going to happen across all major indices. Next thing is that I think the Fed is going to up their inflationary target rate. So usually the Fed is always like, we want to make inflation about 2%. I think the 2% days are done. I think they're going to raise their target to about 3% or somewhere within the threes, because if they keep raising rates, they're going to kill the economy to bring it down to 2%. We're going to have major long-term problems, and they could actually spiral this economy into a depression if they keep raising rates. So I think the Feds are going to change their inflationary target to in the threes, and then what we're going to see is something called asset inflation. So asset inflation is this: the price of assets must rise to create equilibrium within the economy. So we're going to see certain sectors go up a big jump, to be able to supplement the economy, because a lot of people now are retiring. Baby boomers are retiring left and right, and they're living off the stock market. They're living off their 401k. So because of that, we're going to see asset inflation. Doesn't mean that you're rich overnight. It just means that the prices of certain stocks, certain investments are going to rise drastically just to be equal with inflation. So I think overall, we're going to have a positive market. And, but it is not the bull run yet. The bull run may not happen until 2024, 2025. But I think we're at a good point now where the market is vastly overcorrected. Some say it's going to drop another 50%. That will not happen. They're saying the NASDAQ is going to touch 9,000. That definitely will not happen. I think the NASDAQ is going to close out at a healthy 12, maybe 13,000, in that range. Anywhere from high 11s to high 12s, maybe touch the 13s in 2023. Things like that I foresee happening. Now, this is not financial advice, but this is what I strongly believe is going to happen. And also, there are other geopolitical factors, other things that affect us, but, we'll get through it. I tell people it's a tough time. A lot of families are suffering. There's a lot more pain to come. It's just life. But stay strong, believe in something, and everything will be all right at the end of the day. So guys, thank you so much. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Take care and God bless.